Hello everyone, it is me, Matt. I am here in an undisclosed location, which is different to my normal undisclosed location. And today I will be filming day 88 in this secondary undisclosed location. Welcome in, come sit down. I am here. Hello. Today I would like to go back to, one of the topics I had consistently for a few days, which went out pretty well, which is the general topic of politics. And I wanted to more sort of focus on, the something which is very prevalent and is a more serious topic. This is a lock-in episode. We're talking about war, okay? And yet again, I am not going to state any of my own political beliefs, other than the fact that maybe World War II was bad because Hitler is a bad person. If you don't believe with that, you can leave, because Hitler is a bad person. Every other political ideology, I'm not really going to get into my opinions on those, especially current politics and stuff like who's right and wrong in wars. That is not why I make these videos. I make these videos to inform people on what's happening, and just to yap at a camera. Don't take my word for it. Go read up on it yourself if this interests you. Anyway, what is war and how does it relate to politics? War is physical fighting. It comes in many forms. War can be, physical, guns, death, the trench warfare like they had in World War One, World War Two, tanks, that sort of kinetic warfare. Then there's also new age warfare like drones. There's also old stuff like nuclear, and it's a very large topic and it's a very sensitive topic. How does politics come into war? Well, one of my favourite teachers of all time, he said to me when I did a politics taster lesson, I combined the word lesson and session, a politics taster lesson on politics, funnily enough. And when I took this session, one of the things that really stuck with me that he said, war is what happens when politics fails. Politics is disagreement between two groups of people. These may be two countries, these may be two people at your work, two of your colleagues on your team, but normally it refers to countries and stuff like that. When they have a disagreement, they can use politics to solve their problem. They can say, okay, we're going to sit down, we're going to write out a treaty, and we're going to solve this. That's what happened at the end of World War One, at the end of World War Two, at the end of, that's where the famous Treaty of Versailles came from, which was a sort of discussion of how things are going to go from here on out, and you've been a very bad boy, Germany. And that's politics. Politics is what should happen. War should never happen. War is a negative, but war sometimes has to happen if politics fails. And that's something that makes me quite sad. And it's something which maybe shouldn't happen. And I would rather war never happened, because it's lots of people dying, especially if we can find an alternative, like talking things out. I know this sounds like sit down and talk this out, like I'm a teacher of 3-year-olds. But quite frankly, if we're able to talk things out with fellows from other countries, with, people, with fellow diplomats, and we're able to find a solution where everyone's happy, why wouldn't we do that? Because it's protecting the lives of innocent people. Now, sometimes war has to happen, and that is a bad thing, obviously, but sometimes it has to happen for the greater good. For net positiveness, war sometimes has to happen. And, I would rather war never happened, but war happens when politics fails. And if we are able to bring in a new generation of smart politicians who are able to solve things diplomatically without the need for war, that is something that I am very aligned with. Anyway, I'm going to have to cut this a little bit short due to I'm getting a call from my friend. So goodbye from this undisclosed location.